2 Papa Alpha, Whiskey 2 Papa Alpha calling.
X-ray Bravo, thanks for call, 5 and 9.
Roger, roger. You also 5-9, London, Ontario, Canada here. A good signal coming in, and first time I think I've worked you.
No, we haven't got QSO. I can see station, so it's the first QSO. QSO along the way, allowed to jump.
All right, good morning. Maybe we got this going now. Go get my YouTube chat.
Thank you for the 5 and 9, 4 Highlands, 1.25 G. Happy New Year. KB2? Kilo Bravo 2 Kilo 5-9.
USL to 5-9, you're also 5-9 New York.
Thank you, Fox Radio 4, Queen Tokyo.
Whiskey 2 Papa Alpha, Whiskey 2 Papa Alpha.
November 9, United America. United America. United America. Roger, Fox Radio 5.
Good morning, Alex. How you doing? Maybe we got this. We had some internet problems this morning. So. It's hard for a poor man. Morning, Todd. Good morning, Stream Element. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. Good morning. Oh, wrong microphone. Good morning, Papa Zulu. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee.
Whiskey 2 Papa Alpha, Whiskey 2.
Well, he's a little light. Is the frequency in use K5YVY? 15 meters has got some activity on it. Is the frequency in use? This is K5YVY. A little later start this morning, but it's okay. Can't see him back there, but today is my youngest birthday, so we're going to say happy birthday to him today. CQ15, CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. K5YVY calling CQ. CQ, CQ. I'm located in Mississippi, Mike Sierra, and I'm looking for calls from any station, anywhere. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, calling CQ and standing by. Y'all saying good morning to Stream Bots. Is the chat bot saying hello to y'all or something? It's something new I'm using, so. Hey, Miles. Todd says happy birthday. You see? Yeah, so Stream Elements, that's just a bot that's monitoring chat, and like somebody subscribes or tips or something like that, then it's supposed to show it up in the chat. And if I ever get to the amount of subscribers that Alex has, and I'm able to turn on Super Chat and then to add some more interactivity to the chat. But check this morning, it looks like we're at 99 subscribers. So I guess my first milestone will be that triple digit. Get one more. We'll have 100. So last night, there's a moth flying around. Last night, I installed a new version of streaming software that included the there he is, that Zach Games YouTube. That's my boy. But the version that I installed was supposed to integrate the YouTube chat and all my functionalities all in one screen. Well, of course, what did it do? It broke it. So I had to completely delete, restart the computer, install, restart the computer again, and now we're back to like we was. Besides, we got the bot that's in here. So if we do get a new subscriber, you'll see a graphic pop up on the screen showing the name of the subscriber and thanking them for that. CQ, 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 CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. K5YVY, calling CQ, calling CQ, CQ. This is K5YVY, Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, calling CQ and standing by. Turn this phone down a little bit. Getting a little feedback on that. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victoria, Yankee, calling CQ. CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, calling CQ and standing by. Thought I forgot my coffee cup. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victoria, Yankee, calling CQ. CQ, CQ. This is Kilo Papa Zulu. 5, I think Yankee, didn't Alex Victor, say your name was calling CQ and standing by. It wasn't Gabriel. I'm trying to remember. I know he called you by name the other day on the stream. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee. If you'd rather me just refer to you as Papa Zulu, I will continue doing that. Victoria, Yankee, calling CQ. CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, calling CQ and standing by. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, K5YVY. I am located in Mississippi, Mike Sierra, in the state of Mississippi. Calling for any contacts anywhere. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, calling CQ, CQ, and standing by for your call. Feels great outside today here in North Mississippi. I think it's supposed to get into the 70s, but you know, in Mississippi we say for good weather that's really enjoyable, you have to pay the piper. So we got a lot of rain and storms moving in for this afternoon. CQ, 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 CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, calling CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. looking for any stations anywhere. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee calling CQ and standing by. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee calling CQ, 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 CQ 15 meters, looking for any stations anywhere. Any stations anywhere, quick contact, direct you, either way you want. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee calling CQ and standing by. CQ, CQ 15 meters, this is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee, K5YVY. My name is Joe, Juliet Oscar Echo, live streaming on YouTube, K5YVY amateur radio station, YouTube. You can listen to yourself live. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee, located in the state of Mississippi, looking for contacts anywhere. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee calling CQ and standing by.
Whiskey 8 Golf Papa.
Whiskey 8 Golf Papa. Amazing signal this morning on 15 meters into Mississippi. Greg, this is Joe, Juliet Oscar Echo, and like I said, you have a wonderful signal. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're peaking over 9 yourself, Joe. Nice to hear the band open a little bit. I made a couple of European and South African contacts yesterday, and the band was in decent shape for a few hours. Like I said, 5x9 plus here in the state of Michigan, the western side of Michigan.
QSL on the 5.9 in Michigan, good deal. Well, yeah, you're holding a 5.9 pretty well here as well. It's a wonderful signal. And I did hear some DX stations here on 15, but they were a little light on me at the moment. So I decided to come on down here and call CQ. Did you catch the part where I was on YouTube?
Negative. I came in just when you were calling CQ. I did not hear anything else.
Okay, Greg. Good deal. Well, you can type my call sign into YouTube. I'm live streaming at the moment. Got several in the chat and just hanging out. But you got such a wonderful signal. I would love for you to be able to go and listen to that into Mississippi, what it sounds like on my side, and just put a little fun to it. But you can check that out if you want to. If it's not your thing, no problem. But, man, I appreciate the contact for sure. We're running an ICOM 7300, just 100 watts out to a Gap Titan DX vertical. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, boy, that 7300 is a popular rig. I've never operated one, but that's a winner. That's got to be one of the more popular rigs of all time. I know the ICOM 706 series was quite popular as well, and I have one of those that I use for mobile and portable work. But that's a pretty basic rig in terms of performance and features. I'm running the ASU 5000 here with the matching quadra amplifier, running about 800 watts, and the antenna is a log periodic at 55 feet, pointed in your direction, of course.
Oh, man, you are a heavy hitter this morning with that equipment. That's some nice equipment you have there. So congratulations on that setup. Yeah, the 7300, it is it's kind of expected, I guess, when somebody on the air says what they're using. You can about bet money that they're going to say a 7300. But for the features that you get out of that radio at the price point, it is really hard to pass up for somebody looking for a new HF rig in that class. So we were blessed with an opportunity to pick one up about a year or two ago. And we've loved it ever since. I came from a Kenwood TS440. I used it for several years, and man, I still got it hooked up, and I go back to it every now and then. But that spectrum scope just really spoils a fella. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I do not have that feature on my radio. I added one to my computer, but there was too much latency. and too many birdies and false signals. So I found it less than useful. But my next rig will definitely have that feature on it. I picked up this 5,000 second hand, very lightly used, at about half of what the going price was at the time. So I'll probably stay with this rig for quite some time. But my next rig will definitely have the scope on it. Wonder how long you've been licensed, Joe?
Roger that. Well, I haven't known anybody personally to have the 5000 series, but I do have a local friend that's been using the 3000 series Yaesu for a while, and he has a lot of fun out of it. And I tell you what, when you decide to go for another rig, you're definitely going to have to shop for the features you want, because I don't think you'll be able to improve your audio. Your audio is definitely on point, but we've been licensed since 2003. We got our technician license in 2003, and I become interested in ham radio for the severe weather, the Skywarn functions and stuff. And as I started studying for the test, I started realizing all these other things you could do with the radio. And I'm a geek or a nerd, whatever you want to call it. I'm proud of it, because that's just what I like to do. And so I really latched on to it, and even all these years down the road, I'm still getting intrigued by things you can do with it. But we kept the technician license for 10 years, and when it come up time to renewal, there was a local guy here close to me that had got his license and was working HF, and he let me come over to a shop one day and let me get on HF radio and make some DX contacts, and I was hooked. So when we went to renew, we went ahead and got the general, and then got the general license, and got tired of all the good contacts being in the extra portion of the band, so we went and got extra and knocked that out of the way. Go ahead.
Oh, that's the way to do it. And yeah, so you got you upgraded in, well, let's see, 2013 then, if you were a tech for 10 years. So you've had a good amount of time to enjoy HF. Well, I was on HF right from the very start. I've been licensed for just over 50 years. Started shortwave listening in the mid 60s, and then played around on the chicken band in the late 60s when I was a kid. And then a gentleman I met on CB got his ham ticket, so he introduced a couple of us neighborhood kids to ham radio, and I got my ticket in 1970 and never looked back. So yeah, I've played around in a lot of different aspects of the hobby, and even after 50 years, it still intrigues me, and I love chasing DX, although not seriously. I do a little contesting, but not seriously. Most of the time, I just enjoy a good old ray chew.
Yeah, Roger, that sounds like my story a little bit there. I enjoy, there for a while, I was really into just making a quick contact and moving on. I wasn't much of a compensator, because I'll tend to ramble on a little bit, or I'm a little scatterbrained as well, so I always kept it short and sweet. But as time goes on, I'll carry on a little more conversations. But yeah, I'm like you. I really enjoy getting in several of the contests, especially the ones with the shorter exchanges. But I've tried, I forget which one that was, one of the sprints or something that had a pretty long exchange. And once you got in there, it wasn't that bad once you learned what to say. But yeah, it's fun. And I call myself a casual contester. So, you know, I don't really do it. The only thing I do is compete against myself. I try to beat my score from the previous year, and I keep going downhill. I make better contacts, but I'm making less of a score. But oh well, I'm still having fun. And talking about the chicken band, yeah, I grew up with my father. He always had a CB as a growing up, and had some great uncles around the community and stuff that was also a part of it. And they were real big into it, but I never did. I never did really operate the CB. I'd get on there and say hello to some of my family and stuff that was around the area, but I don't guess I ever made any skip contacts that they would call it. But just a note, one of my friends in chat here on the YouTube, he lives over, I believe, in Tennessee, works in Huntsville, Alabama, so he's in that area, Tennessee, Alabama state line, and he says you're booming in over there on him as well. So if he's listening and can transmit, after your next transmission, I'll welcome him to try to make a contact as well. But anyway, we'll hand it back over to you. Still sounding great. W8GP, K5YVY.
Okay, Joe, W8GP. And I did listen on your YouTube channel there, and yeah, I guess I don't sound all that bad. Audio sounds nice and crisp, the way I like it to sound. I usually set up my audio the way that I like to listen to other people, and I've got some hearing loss. So audio with too many lows or that's kind of muddy doesn't suit my ears well. But a nice crisp audio, I can pick that out of the noise really well. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I ever really worked any skip when I was on CB, but I sure listened to it. That would have been the 68, 69 time period, and ionospheric conditions were just fantastic. The skip was in on CB sometimes all night. It might go out just a little bit in the morning, just wee hours of the morning, and then it would come right back in again. So the band was bedlam. I sure wish I would have had my ham ticket then and could have got on 10 meters, because that would have been fun. But in the late 80s, there was another pretty good peak, and 10 meters was open quite a bit. So I did enjoy a lot of 10 meters then. Mostly I'm a low band operator though, 160 through 40. Those are my main bands. So anyway, yeah, if you wanna pick up the other guy, I'll say 7.3, and I think I'm gonna find a spot and point the antenna to the east and see if I can pick up some DX. But nice I ran into you, and you enjoy the band opening. Over.
Yeah, QSO, Greg. Sounds great and sounds good. Sorry about that buzzing. My air conditioner kicked on. And that compressor is a little noisy. But hey, hang on just a minute. I was actually going to see if one of these guys in chat that could hear you well could jump in and make a contact with you as well. So if you'll hang by just a second, I'll open the frequency up for anybody else that's listening that may want to make a contact with W8GP. This is K5YVY. Any other stations for W8GP? Go ahead.
Joe.
Okay, Greg. Yeah, I did. I was going to let you call that. You done great, because he may be too close to me on this band for me to have heard him. But that's okay. He works from home too, so he may be busy getting ready for all that. But all right, yeah, man, go find you a spot on the band. The band looking like it's in pretty good shape. We're seeing some good signals on the scope, but good open space to find you a good parking place and park and bark a little bit. So thank you for coming back and enjoyed the conversation. We'll have you in the log. And if YouTube is your thing, if you happen to hit that subscribe button, I believe you'll be number 100. So you can take pride in that. But if it's not your thing, that's okay. I appreciate you stopping by, chit-chatting, and checking it out. And 73 to you. And wish you all the best and a happy new year. W8GP, this is K5YVY 73.
Thanks, and 7.3, Happy New Year to you as well. WAGP, QSY.
73. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee, K5YVY, calling CQ.
W9 DJ, Whiskey 9, Delta Juliet.
Whiskey 9, give it to me again. I'm sorry, my computer was going slow. Whiskey 9.
Yeah, W9 DJ, Whiskey 9, Delta Juliet.
All right, W9, Delta Juliet. You have Joe here, K5YVY, and we're located in North Mississippi, and you have a great signal into this area this morning. Go ahead.
Oh, fine business, Joe. Name here is Aura, Oscar Radio Alpha Aura. I'm located in Central Ohio. You've got a nice signal here also. I'm sitting up here in the quarantine room. I've had the flu, and the rig's in the basement, and I'm running up here on the control head. So, but you sound good this morning. I was happy and surprised to see 15 open. Go ahead, Joe. W9.
Good morning, Marty. QSL Aura. Well, hate that you've had the some sickness there, but glad you're able to enjoy it and get that control head upstairs to where you can operate the radio. So that makes it a little bit better for sure. I guess you may have heard some of the last conversations about the YouTube channel. If you want to hear your signal, you're holding it pretty well. You're 5.9 here. Just a little bit of fading on the signal, but not too bad. But we got some people in the chat talking to us, and we're just hanging out for a little while and just playing some radio. Go ahead.
Well, great, Joe. Well, hello to all the people in the shack. I'm just killing time while I get over the flu. So I thought I had COVID, but I had my nose swabbed, and it came back positive for flu.
Matthew/Foster.
So I'm running,
Marty, it's good to see you.
About 400 watts.
Got a local net. Well, I was wondering where you was at. Missed you all week.
In the loop too, and I'm controlling it remotely.
You've missed the cluster that I've had, getting everything set back up.
So I think I left it pointed southwest, so it might be kind of clipping the top of Mississippi there. I'm kind of familiar with your neck of the woods. I'm originally from southeast Missouri, and I have assorted cousins in Mississippi. Go ahead.
QSL. So you're originally from the land of the Ozarks, or the gateway to the Ozarks area. We visited that. We like going up to Branson for a little getaway, and I've gone up there to like West Plains, and I forget what that other town was called on the way, but meet a guy. I actually met a guy from Kansas. That was our halfway point, I believe, was around West Plains, Missouri, and to trade some radio equipment. But anyway, yeah, you sounding good. No problem at all, and I'm sure everybody will say hello back to you there in chat. And glad to have you this morning. Looks like the band's in pretty good shape this morning. We got some weather moving in this afternoon, so we usually try to jump on here a little early in the mornings and then do whatever we got to do around the house later on. Go ahead.
Oh, well, great. Good deal, Joe. Yeah, there's a little noise on it. It's up and down, but at least the band's kind of open. So you got family or friends or neighbors, or who's there with you?
Well, Aura, in the shack here, I've just got just me and my youngest son, and he turns 12 today. Today's his birthday, but he didn't want to get on the live stream. What I was referring to as friends was my YouTube channel. We got several in the chat room, and that I'm sitting here talking to, and they're listening to us as well. So if you got access to YouTube, you can just go there and type in K5YVY, and you should see a live video pop up, and you'll be able to hear your signal as I was receiving it. Pretty interesting little deal. I've seen some people do it a few years in the past, and it's really kind of picked up. There's several people that does it now, and just adds a little bit of fun to the operating when you can pull up the other operator and put a face to the RF and just kind of get a glimpse in the shack. So we try to pass along, I guess, pay it forward to that little bit of interest in the radio. Go ahead.
Oh, well, fine business, Joe. Well, that is really interesting. Well, I got YouTube up here on my phone. I'll see what I find. But very happy birthday to your son. That's terrific. And you're going to get him going there on ham radio?
Well, we're trying to. He the only time I got him to talk was on a local VHF repeater one time, and we was driving back home, and he was trying to talk to a friend of mine, and we hit this horrible windstorm. Big old thunderstorm come through, and the wind blew so hard it actually knocked the antenna on the back hatch down to a horizontal position, and he couldn't talk. So he kind of lost interest in that because it just screwed up on him. But I did have some FT8 pulled up, and FT8, there's a program called Grid Tracker that can go with it, and it visualizes the signals in the stations on a map, and that really intrigued him. And I think he sat down and made about 19 FT8 contacts one day. But right now, he's just interested in his video games and eating all the food in the house. Go ahead.
Yeah, fine business, Joe. K5YVY W9DJ. Yeah, I got the YouTube channel running here now. That's really a cool setup
Good morning, Izzo. Do we really have to wait till next year to see your videos?
Anyway, I see it's not exactly on, I guess it's not exactly running in real time for whatever reason. I can't, it looks like there's a little bit of lag there. Well, anyway, well, good. Well, I'll let you go, but I want to say happy birthday again to your son. I got licensed at 13, so it's been kind of a fun hobby over the years. I've enjoyed it. So I'll have fun down there in Mississippi. We got bad weather coming here, too. So 73 to you, and sure enjoy it. K5YVY, W9DJ.
Okay, Aura. Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, there is a little bit of lag time. That's the downside to the YouTube, and it can really get you confused if you're listening to the radio and trying to listen to the YouTube at the same time. It really gets your brain twisted up because of that delay. But there's nothing any of us can do about that. That's just part of taking the video from here and piping it through the internet and out to you. So anyway, I appreciate you coming back and enjoy it. And if you, I tell you, I'll have a special guest. I had a special guest, Alex, W7HU. He's from Florida. He was he escaped from Cuba many years ago and come to America. And he told the first part of his story on my channel this past Saturday morning. So if you got some downtime, you may go check out his story. And if you want to catch up on part 2 of it, part 2 will be tomorrow morning, starting at 9 a.m. Central or 10 a.m. Eastern time. So you can check that out as well. Interesting story. Everybody's really enjoyed it so far. So appreciate you making the contact, Aura. I hope you get to feeling better, and I hope you have a great New Year's, and may 2021 be better for everybody. I know 2020 has been a roller coaster ride for a lot of people. So I appreciate you coming back. Enjoy the band, and radio on, my friend. 73 to you. W9DJ. This is K5YVY.
Oh, great, Joe. Well, hey, thanks a lot for the tip on the Cuban story. That'll be a very interesting conversation. I have a friend who fled Cuba with his parents about 1960, so he would have been a teenager. And he really has an interesting view. Anyway, well, 73 to you. Have a great day down there and enjoy the Hammond. And again, happy birthday. K5YVY, W9DJ signing off.
All right, Aura, thank you. 73 to you. W9DJ, K5YVY, 73. Any other stations for Kilo 5 Yankee, Victor Yankee? I'm calling CQ and standing by.
Hotel Papa 9, Sierra Alpha, Mexico.
Hotel Papa 9, Sierra Alpha, Mexico. Stephen or Steve, you can correct me on what you want to go by. Man, you got a great signal into the state of Mississippi this morning. Go ahead.
Roger that, sir. Roger that. I'm getting you at a 5 and 5 at times. A 5 and 5 at times. Most time you're a 5-2 to a 5-3, but a 5 and 5 at times. I am kind of sensitive to Mississippi. I have a lot of relatives in their little town of Shabuta, Mississippi, which is right there on the Alabama border, right up 45, coming from Mobile all the way up to Meridian. But anyway, Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor Yankee, I want to wish your son a happy birthday. Go ahead.
QSL. I think he's paying attention. He's on the other computer on the other side of the shack, but I think he is paying attention to it. Yeah, there he is in the chat room on YouTube. And we hadn't got him out very much in the state of Mississippi, so we'll have to go check out that town so he can put a visual to it. So yeah, you're familiar with the area. That's a good deal. It's always interesting. And you know, we got an interstate and a highway that cuts right through the county both ways, and north, south, and east and west. So a lot of people happens to travel through and is kind of familiar with the area. So that's a good deal. Yeah, you're also holding a 5-5 here into North Mississippi, and I assume you've probably caught some of the conversation about the YouTube and the upcoming story tomorrow morning that we're going to have on the escape from Cuba with my friend Alex. So anyway, if you got any questions about that, you can feel free to ask me about that. But we're just rambling on this morning, just having fun with radio. 15 meters is sounding great, and really enjoy working this band. There's always seems to be a good good spots. You don't really have to fight your way into finding a place to call CQ. We'll hand it back over to you. Hotel Papa 9, Sam Alpha Mary, Mike. I'm sorry, K5YVY.
Kilo 5, Yankee Victor Yankee. Thank you very much for that, sir. No, I'm not. I've got several friends of mine down in Tampa that came over on the Mariel boat lift.
73 is O. Have a good one, bud. Thank you for stopping by.
Friends that came in a lot earlier, back in the 50s and the 60s. So yeah, I'm very familiar with that. But thank you for getting everyone's attention and putting it out on the air for everyone to understand and to know what they were escaping and what is on our horizon, so to speak. Anyway, I want to thank you very much, and 7-3s to you, my friend. I just wanted to make a contact on 15 meters. I was cruising through the band, and on my 7300 here, I saw your signal, so I thought I'd stop by and say howdy. Go ahead.
QSL. Well, I'm glad you did stop by. Looking at the YouTube channel, in the chat room on the YouTube channel, I have a Papa Zulu 2 Yankee Tango. Papa Zulu 2 Yankee Tango wants me to say hello to Stephen from him, that he has made a contact with you on 20 meters. So we'll just relay that message, and he says hello to you this morning as well. And but yeah, check it out. Yeah, you're talking about the Cuban story, man. It's really got everybody on the edge of their seats, and a lot of guys like me that's, you know, born and raised here, really makes us question us getting aggravated about having car trouble or something. You know, it's just amazing what so many people has gone through, and what they're still probably going through, I'm sure. And it's just a heck of a story and an eye-opener there. Go ahead.
Roger that. Well, I just got a phone call. I got to run. So you take care of 7-3, my friend. I got you in the log at 5-6, 56 minutes after the hour. 5, Yankee Victor Yankee, HP9 SAM. 7-3, my friend.
73. Have a great day. Happy New Year's. HP9 SAM. K5YVY. Calling QRZ. Any other station. CQ15. CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. Calling CQ. I'm looking for any stations anywhere on 15 meters. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. Calling CQ. Standing by. Some good contacts on 15 this morning. Some of those bigger stations are not on the scope, so. November 1, Uniform Golf Whiskey. Got a light signal, but I can copy what you're saying. November 1, Uniform Golf Whiskey. You have K5YVY located in Mississippi. Go ahead. QSL, well, I appreciate it. Yeah, definitely. I was just looking at the scope, and some of those bigger signals that I was seeing, either they've moved on somewhere else or the band's faded to where I can't hear them anymore. But that's, man, that's part of it, you know. You just have to try to get in there when you can, and the bands have got minds of their own. But you're got great audio. I wish I could hear you with a stronger signal, because it sounds like you have a really good audio signal coming through. But anyway, we're operating with a 7300, 100 watts out to a Gap Titan DX vertical, and that's what we're working with today. Just enjoying some company on the YouTube channel. If you want to check it out, you can hear your signal as I received it, and just hang out with us. K5YVY, back to N1UGW. Good morning, Oscar. November 1, Uniform Golf Whiskey. Go ahead. We may have just lost the band. 100 subscribers. Well, it don't look like my notification worked. That's a bummer. But glad to have that extra subscriber. Thank you. November 1, Uniform Golf Whiskey. November 1, Uniform Golf Whiskey. Are you still there? K5YVY.
Well, I guess it just faded out on us.
All right, nothing heard. We exchanged call signs, so I'm going to add November 1 Uniform Golf Whiskey to the log. And we'll call CQ. CQ any stations. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee.
I won't get one of those pretty emails that Alex got, I'm sure, for 100 subscribers. But that's a milestone for me. Thank you all for sharing and mentioning the channel and just being here.
CQ, 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 CQ15, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. K5YVY calling CQ. CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee calling CQ and standing by.
And so it's okay. 34 subscribers. That's good for gaming. He likes to do his online video games, and he puts a few little video snips and stuff of it on his YouTube channel. Zach Games YT. Why he picked that name, I'm not sure, but that's what he went with. Sam MW7 Ocean came over from TO's Discord, subscribed to my channel. Well, thank you to Sam for being number 100. Go ahead and tell them what games you like there, Miles.
CQ, 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 CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee calling CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is K5YVY calling CQ for any station and standing by.
No Doug, I can't hear you. You're in the noise, but I can hear you, sir. KD2 UKA. Man, I think I got that wrong. Anyway, I got you just above the noise. Go ahead. KB. Okay, I knew I got that wrong. Thank you, Papa Zulu. Okay, yeah, Doug, I knew it was your voice. I knew it was you, but I just got the D Delta instead of the B Boy. So the chat room corrected me on that, and I knew that wasn't right when it popped up. So, man, thank you. Yeah, I wish we had a little better signal between both of us, but it's awesome to hear you this morning. And I'm assuming if you're on the air, you're probably live streaming too. So anybody that's new to the channel or hasn't seen Doug's channel, definitely go check out KB2UKA's channel on YouTube. And he's got a nice setup with that Flex radio and got it going on with that Mercury 3S amplifier. So it's good to hear you, Doug, and appreciate you coming back to me. KB2UKA, K5YVY. Okay, got you. All right, 73 too. You have a good New Year's. We'll look for you on YouTube when you get on. I know you'll be on eventually. And have a good day, man. 73 KB2 UKA K5YVY. QRZ. Any other stations? This is K5YVY. Hello, Tony. It was good to hear you, Doug. Appreciate you trying that contact. Another band would probably blow me out of the water because I know you got a strong station.
CQ, CQ15, CQ, this is K5YVY, Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, calling CQ for any stations, anywhere. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, calling CQ and standing by.
Man, I hate when you call in CQ and you got a belch. Make your voice sound all funny.
CQ, CQ15, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, K5YVY, calling CQ. CQ for any stations. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, calling CQ and waiting for your call.
That may be about it for 15 meters. We'll give one more call.
One more call for 15 meters. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, K5YVY, calling CQ. CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, looking for any stations anywhere. Go with your call now. Thank you.
QSL on that, Oscar. Yeah, that band's getting really quiet.
Kilo Alpha Echo Mobile. Kilo Alpha 0, Kilo Alpha.
There's so many nets on 20 meters.
So long ago. He said someone's going to steal the election, and he won. D73.
What up, Ape? What you doing this morning? We're just playing a little radio. Did y'all see that daggone moth? I gotta get that thing out of here before tomorrow morning. Just when you think a frequency is clear on 20 meters. Give me a minute. I guess that was some entertainment, watching me chase after a moth. It went inside the window panel, so maybe it'll stay there. Is the frequency in use K5YVY? Hey, you can see me on the live stream tomorrow morning listening to Alex and fighting a moth. Didn't get that last letter.
been a few years. Name is Rich, and I'm in Jacksonville, Florida. Jacksonville. And maybe I'm kind of further to the west. You've got a nice signal of 5 and 9, and I wonder how you're holding up.
A racket.
With this pandemic, and I hope you've.
All what I did wrong by encouraging Americans to.
Oh, Todd and Miles just having a good conversation about race cars, huh?
Is the frequency in use K5YVY? Is this frequency being occupied K5YVY? CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. Kilo 5 Yankee Victoria Yankee calling CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee calling CQ and standing by. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. Kilo 5 Yankee Victoria Yankee calling CQ.
Do it for Dale.
CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee calling CQ and standing by. CQ20, CQ, CQ, CQ20 meters. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee, K5YVY, Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee, calling CQ for any station. CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee and standing by. CQ20, CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee, K5YVY, located in Mississippi. I am in the state of Mississippi looking for contacts anywhere. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee calling CQ for any station.
Vincent, man, you go. Oh, make me laugh.
Victor Alpha 6, Mike Bravo. Victor Alpha 6, Mike Bravo.
Victor Alpha 6, Mike Bravo. Big signal into the state of Mississippi this morning. Name here is Joe, Juliet Oscar Echo. And we're operating a 7300 with 100 watts to a Gap Titan DX vertical. Go ahead.
Kilo 5, Yankee Victor Yankee, Victor Alpha 6, Mike Bravo. Well, greetings. Good morning, or maybe close to good afternoon for you today. Current local time is 10:15 a.m. The name on this end is Mike. Mike QTH is the province of Alberta in Western Canada. Back to you.
QSL, Mike. Well, you're sounding great. It's a really good signal on 20 meters. We started on 15 meters this morning, and I think it just faded out on everybody. Just lost all signals on the scope. So we decided to come down here and find us a place to squeeze in. Since you have such a good signal, I want to let you know I am live streaming on YouTube. You get on YouTube and type in my call sign, and you'll see the live video pop up, and you'll be able to hear your transmission. I don't recommend trying to talk on the radio and listen at the same time because of the delay. But anyway, you got that option at hand if you feel to do so. But yeah, you're sounding great over there close to Alberta, and appreciate you coming back to the call. We'll give it back to you, Victor Alpha 6, Mike Bravo, K5YVY.
Kilo 5, Yankee Victor Yankee, Victor Alpha 6, Mike Bravo. Well, very fine on YouTube live stream. I just want to let you know your signal report is 5x9. Very easy copy. I'm located in the northeastern part of the province, 3.5 hours northeast of Edmonton. The station on this end, Kenwood TS 590. I am running a Meritron amp, the AL80B, and my antenna is a 3-element Mosley beam, the TA-53, up at 52 feet and currently pointing due southeast. Back to you, Joe.
QSL, Mike. QSL on that. Great station setup. It's working well. It's got wonderful audio to it. And, you mentioned that 3-element beam. We have one similar that's in my antenna and tower pile. I got to rework it. I haven't got it in service, but we do have it. I think it's a high gain model. It looks a lot like the Mosley, but it's not a Mosley. But maybe sometime we can get that up in there and try it out. But right now we're just stuck with that Gap Titan DX vertical, which works good for long distance contacts. It's pretty good vertical, but it has its limitations as well, especially if I'm trying to make contacts with states close to me. But anyway, we'll hand it back over to you. You're sounding good, and congratulations on that setup. It's really good audio. Victor Alpha 6, Mike Bravo, K5YVY.
Smoking 8, get the potatoes out of your ears, man.
We have about 8 inches of snow on the ground. It's quite chilly, about negative 16 degrees Celsius, which puts it about 2 or 3 degrees Fahrenheit, I do believe. Well, great work here, Station Joe. I want to wish you an upcoming Happy New Year. 73 from the province of Alberta. Victor Alpha 6, Mike Bravo.
QSL, Mike, and I don't think I gave you a signal report back. I will give you a 5.9. You are peaking at 5.9 and holding about a 5.7, 5.8. But we got you. We're going to put a 5.9 down on the report. And yeah, as far as the weather, man, that's the cold and snowy. We're currently around probably the upper 60s to 70 degrees Fahrenheit, and got some storms rolling in for this afternoon, some rain and thunder. So. We dream of white Decembers in Mississippi, but I'm sure people in the north kind of get tired of it. So I had a cousin that married and moved to Pennsylvania, over there close to the Canadian border, and she made a comment one time. She thought she would never say she was tired of snow coming from Mississippi, but it got pretty aggravating as daily life up there. So appreciate you coming back to the call, and we'll get you in the log. And 73 to you, Mike, and I hope you have a good radio day and a Happy New Year. Victor Alpha 6, Mike Bravo, K5YVY.
73, Joe. Happy New Year.
73 to you as well. And this is Kilo 5 Yankee, Victor Yankee, K5YVY, QRZ. CQ, this is Kilo 5 Yankee, Victor Yankee, K5YVY, calling CQ for any stations. Kilo 5 Yankee, Victor Yankee is calling CQ and standing by.
Well, Todd, y'all just had a good conversation about some racing. What we got coming up on YouTube later today? Who's got some videos coming up? I know Todd's got a schedule.
CQ20, CQ 20 meters, CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee, Victor Yankee. Kilo 5 Yankee, Victor Yankee, calling CQ. CQ. For any stations, anywhere, this is Kilo 5 Yankee, Victor Yankee, and standing by. CQ, 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 CQ 20 meter, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. K5YVY, calling CQ for any stations. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, and standing by.
Alright, Ape, I'll have to go and look at your video in K5ATA, Steve Good Game. We'll be streaming tonight. I believe I had that reminder set. I heard somebody blowing in the mic. I figured they was going to come say hello.
CQ20, CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. K5YVY, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, calling CQ and standing by. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee.
Love that voice cue.
Yankee, Victoria, Yankee, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, calling CQ and standing by. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victoria, Yankee, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, calling CQ and standing by. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victoria, Yankee.
Tough crowd this morning.
CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, calling CQ and standing by. CQ20, CQ, CQ 20 meter. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, K5YVY, Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, calling CQ and standing by. CQ20, CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, K5YVY, calling CQ. CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, calling CQ and standing by. CQ15, 20, CQ 20 meters. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, K5YVY, calling CQ. CQ for any stations anywhere. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, calling CQ and standing by.
And I got to work. I think my New Year's resolution, I believe that's what Good Game's upcoming video tonight is going to be, ham radio resolutions, if I remember saying that correctly. I think my resolution is going to be making some recorded content. You know, mostly doing all these live streams, but it's so much fun having everybody come into the chat. And while I'm waiting on somebody to answer my CQ, I can talk with y'all in chat. But we gotta do some recorded content. Get in here with these big guys like Ape and that new competition coming up, smoking RF signals.
Yankee, Victor, Yankee, calling CQ and standing by. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victoria, Yankee, calling CQ. CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, calling CQ and standing by. CQ20, CQ, CQ 20 meters, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. Calling CQ for any stations anywhere. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. Calling CQ, standing by. CQ20, CQ, CQ, CQ. Live on YouTube, K5YVY, Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. Looking for any stations anywhere. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. Calling CQ and standing by.
I could start doing sound checks, helping people with their audio, right? It's pretty popular. You want that ALC about 2/3 of the way on the meter.
Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. Calling CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ 20 meters for any stations anywhere. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. Calling CQ and standing by.
Getting sleepy again.
CQ, 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 CQ 20 meters. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. Calling CQ, CQ, CQ. This is K5YVY. Calling CQ for any stations. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. Standing by. Alpha Golf 5 X-Ray Foxtrot. Mark, you have Joe here in Mississippi and you got a good signal. We'll give you a signal report on the next round. Go ahead.
You're fading in and out. Strong is about 5.7 and then you drop down and I kind of lose you a little bit. But I've been listening to you call CQ and just thought I'd give you a shout back to let you know that you're being heard.
Well, I appreciate it, Mark. Thank you for coming back to the call. You're also peaking about a 5.7, holding a 5.5 on the S meter. So, but you're sounding good, man. It's just the story of the bands. We started out on 15 meters, and it was really strong when it started out, and then it just faded to nothing. Everybody disappeared. So we came down here. If you've been listening a little bit, you might have heard me mention the YouTube. We're live on YouTube. And you can try to get on there and listen to your signal and everybody else and join in on the chat. But anyway, I do appreciate you coming back to the call. And, you know, the bands, that's just the band this morning. And I appreciate you letting me know there's somebody out there that can hear me. Sometimes you wonder if your signal's working. Alpha Golf 5, X-Ray Foxtrot, K5YVY. Back to you.
K5YVY, this is H5XS. I caught most of that, but I'm going to say 73 and let you get back to calling.
Good morning, Danby.
The tone on my end, a lot of QRM, it kind of hurts the ear. But enjoy your day, 73,
Okay, Mark. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for coming back to the call, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and you have a happy New Year's. 73 to you, and we'll have you in the log. Thank you again. Alpha Golf 5, X-Ray Foxtrot, Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. Call in QRZ, CQ, CQ, CQ any station, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. No QRM going to move in on me.
CQ, CQ20, CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. K5YVY, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, calling CQ and standing by.
Well, Dan, I thank you for giving me the signal report. Yeah, there's a lot of noise on 20. Hard to find an open place as well. A lot of nets, a lot of stations rag chewing. It's hard to find a spot. We may go try 17 meters.
QRZ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, calling CQ and standing by.
with Nothing Heard. This is Kilo 5 Yankee, Victor Yankee, BQSY from the frequency. Thank you. Oh, there's a lot of stations on 17 now. What about 15? Did it ever pop back up? Well, a little bit.
I have a wrap-up controller too.
From WA1GZY.
Big station. Tom, welcome to the chat. W5KUB. It's good to see you, man. You've been enjoying the YouTube transition. See a lot of activity on your live feeds. Had a good round table last night. Ape, let me show you. Let me get this other camera. So I got those lines. That's about the only band I get those lines on. I'm sorry, I'm probably moving the camera too much, but it's not too bad here. Not too bad. Let's see what that looks like now. That's okay. I need to focus. Focus, what are you focusing on? There we go. Alright. Back to 18 meters, see what that big station is. Well, Ape, it may be a neighbor. I got a neighbor does some welding sometimes, man. I can tell when he turns that welder on or something. I don't know. That's what I assume it is. And it just tears everything up.
Okay. Well, thank you for that, Tim. You're also 20 over 9 now that I have the beam headed your way. And
man, I tell you, I feel so privileged having Tom in here, and Todd, and Ape, and Dan.
Those antennas are working well. I wonder how many
all those Vince and Oscar and Papa Zulu, Tony,
which if you have QRZ you could see.
And Marty. Of course, Marty had to leave out.
There, and then one of the house as it is now. We'll be moving in about 6 months.
I want to mention this because it was mentioned on Discord.
No one can build east.
Let me turn that off of frequency. Just in case, just keep this in your mind for anybody listening. When I first got my HF rig and set up my home station, I had this UPS battery backup supply. And that was great because I could talk on the radio with the power out for like an hour and a half before it would run down. But I had horrible noise all across HF, horrible noise. And it was even causing noise in my 2-meter rig to where I couldn't even scan because it just kept stopping on noise. But one day I went to add something to the shack and I needed another plug-in. And it was one of those big wall warts, so it wouldn't fit in the back of that UPS supply. So what I done was took a surge protector strip, a little power strip, and plugged it into the back of the UPS supply, and then plugged my power supply and the wall wart and stuff into that surge protector, and all my noise went away. So if any of you guys use backup battery supplies like a UPS and you got a lot of noise, try that. Try getting a surge protector strip and plugging your power supply or whatever into it. It might help. But if anybody still has a plasma TV, they're awful. I used to have one of those next to the station as well. Finally got rid of that thing. All right.
Really matter what time of year it is.
Just my 2 cents on that. So many things that can cause noise. can be really aggravating. I'm not telling y'all nothing.
Is the frequency in use K5YVY? Is the frequency occupied K5YVY?
Alright, let's try some 17 meter.
CQ, 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 CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. K5YVY calling CQ. CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee calling CQ and standing by.
10 meters usually where I find my noise first. And I've got some Chinese LED Christmas lights that put a lot of noise on 10 meter band. So I got to get those cut off at some point, but they're running up to a star that's on top of my tower. I can't just really get rid of it because it's sentimental to me. My great uncle had a 100-foot CB tower all my life, and he always had that star at Christmas on top of it. And when he passed away, my great aunt passed me that star down, so I had to put it on top of my tower.
Is the frequency in use K5YVY? Is the frequency occupied K5YVY? CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. Kilo 5 Yankee Victoria Yankee calling CQ. CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5
interference.
Yankee Victor Yankee.
Man, that can be
CQ and standing by.
Nothing aggravates me more. Any ham radio operator, I guess.
Whiskey 7 Foxtrot Radio Zulu.
Whiskey 7 Foxtrot Radio Zulu. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. Name is Joe, Juliet Oscar Echo. We're located in Mississippi, state of Mississippi, and just running an ICOM 7300, 100 watts to a gap Titan DX vertical, and I'll give you a signal report on the next go around. Go ahead.
QSL, thanks for picking me up there. This is W7FR7. My name is Phil. Foxtrot India Echo Lima, coming into state of Washington. You're about 55 with your 100 watts to 55. My station over here is Kenwood TX940S, pushing with American 1200, is about 500 watts. Into my Humble, a 921 10 Y vertical antenna.
QSL, great station setup. It's working really well for you. We don't operate 17 meters much, but we're bouncing around the bands, finding which ones have got activity on it. A lot of activity on 17 this morning. Yeah, you're sounding good, and I appreciate you coming back to the call. If you want to see what that signal sounds like, you can put in my call sign in YouTube, K5YVY, and see the live video. We're live, and you'll be able to hear that signal. You may have to rewind it a little bit or watch it later. But anyway, you're sounding good. You are also a 5.5 here into Mississippi, holding a 5.5 on the meter, and we'll turn it back over to you. W7FRZ, K5YVY.
K5YVY, W7FRZ. Yeah, I'm going to check that out later on. Do you have any QRZ that I can, I'm going to put you in my QRZ lock, and I'm hoping that you can confirm that for me, over.
Yeah, QSL definitely will. We have we use a logger that uploads to HRD log, club log, QRZ log, LOTW. We try to get all that. EQSL, we we upload all our contacts to that, and you definitely will have a confirmation from me once I upload that, and you will get that, no problem at all. Go ahead.
Okay, so thanks for that. Yeah. Although you are in a 143.5, I'm just gonna put it to 143. Yeah. So weather condition over here is currently raining, as usual here in the state of Washington. We're not supposed to be surprised with that rain, but and I would say we have at least 41 degrees I think outside. Over.
QSL 41 degrees, and yeah, this it's been kind of cool, but it's warmed up today. We've been in the 30s and 40s here in Mississippi, but we got almost 70 degrees Fahrenheit today into Mississippi, and we've got a line of rain showers and storms moving in from our west. So this afternoon it's going to be a little thundery, and probably have to unhook the station for a little bit. But hey, you know, for good weather you have to pay the piper, as they say here. And but you're sounding good. That weather's not bothering you getting the signal out. Go ahead.
Yes, good signal as well as 100% audio here. All right, thanks Larry for picking me up there. Message 73 to you. Stay safe and happy holidays. Over.
QSL, and happy holidays to you. Hope you have a great New Year's. Also, a little mention on the YouTube. I have a friend, Alex, W7HU. You may have heard him. He live streams a lot as well during the afternoons. But last Saturday morning, he sat down with us on our channel and started talking about his escape from Cuba and coming to America. And it's a really great story. And we're going to be doing part 2 of that story, finishing it up tomorrow morning on live. So if you want to catch that and want a nice, really interesting story about coming to America from Cuba, I advise you to check that out. And just a really good story. And check his YouTube channel out as well. He's got a great station, and maybe you can say hello to him if you hadn't already. So all right, thank you for making the contact, and I hope you have a great radio day, a happy New Year's, and may 2021 be much better to you than the roller coaster we've had in 2020. W7FRZ, this is K5YVY 73.
K5YVY W7FRZ. Yes, I had contacted with him with a couple of bands. I think at 20 meters and 17. I don't believe I talked to him on 40 meters. Yeah, yes, I did. He got a good station over there in Florida. Yeah. All right, 73 to you. Stay safe and stay safe. 73. Happy New Year.
All right. It was great to make contact with you. We'll have you in the log, and we will have your confirmation up by this afternoon. Thank you again. And 73. W7FRZ K5YVY 73 to you, and calling QRZ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee, calling CQ for any station. Now look at there, made a contact in Washington State that already knew Alex. How about that?
CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee, K5YVY, calling CQ.
CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee, calling CQ and standing by. Welcome back, Marty. It's good to have you back. We've all missed you this week, but I know you've been busy. CQ17. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee, K5YVY, calling CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee, calling CQ for any station and standing by.
CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee, Kilo 5 Yankee Victoria Yankee, calling CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee, calling CQ and standing by.
How's Rosa doing, Marty? I think I seen you mention her name earlier this morning. Well, I didn't get to read it.
CQ, 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 any station, anywhere. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, calling CQ. CQ, CQ. I'm located in Mississippi. Located in the state of Mississippi. My name is Joe, Juliet Oscar Echo, and we're live on YouTube. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, K5YVY, calling CQ and standing by. CQ17, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, calling CQ. CQ, CQ. This is K5YVY, live on YouTube and calling any stations anywhere. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee.
Well, hello, Rose. Hope you had a good evening. I hope you get a good nap. Maybe Marty won't be too loud.
CQ, 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 CQ17, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. K5YVY, live on YouTube. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, calling CQ for any station.
Sometimes you say you're live on YouTube, that'll make them want to key up. Give them a little something extra to do besides just answer a contact, and sometimes it runs them away.
CQ, CQ17, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. K5YVY, Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, calling CQ and standing by. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee. Kilo 5, Yankee, Victoria, Yankee, calling CQ. CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, calling CQ and standing by.
Hello, Rosa. I bet them shifts will get to you.
CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee.
I don't know about
Victor,
you,
Yankee.
but I've always slept better
Kilo
during the day
5,
after a night
Yankee,
shift, though.
Victoria,
Sleep
Yankee,
like a baby.
calling CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, calling CQ and standing by.
Whiskey 5, Uniform Charlie.
Whiskey 5, Uniform Charlie. Mike, you have Joe here, Juliet Oscar Echo, located in Mississippi. You got a great signal on 17 this morning. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, Joe. Well, nice to work you here. Name's Mike, Mike Indy Kilo Echo. We're about 60 miles southeast of Dallas. I don't know that I've ever worked Mississippi on 17 before, so glad to get you in the log.
Well, good deal. Yeah, I generally don't do a lot of 17 operations. I don't know why, but I was scanning around the bands today, and we started out on 15 meters, and it started out good and strong, and then it just bottomed out. So we went to 20 meters, and it was just too busy. And so now we're here at 17. A lot of good, strong signals on the scope on 17 this morning. We're also live streaming on YouTube, so if you want to hear that big Texas station signal you got, you'll be able to listen to it. Just type in my call sign on YouTube. You'll see the live video, and check that out. But appreciate you coming back to the call. You are I believe I seen about a 5'8". I'm 5'9". Perfect audio, great audio. So anyway, we'll look at that S meter next go around and make sure we get you a true reading. We're operating an ICOM 7300, 100 watts out of the radio to a Gap Titan DX vertical. Go ahead.
For me to hear Mississippi, so I'm glad to get you there.
Okay, yeah, well, it doubled with you just a little bit, but I heard Mississippi and glad to get you there. So anyway, I was just saying we're operating an ICOM 7300, 100 watts out of the radio to a Gap Titan DX vertical. Go ahead.
Oh, very good. Well, it's all working well for you there. The band's not real good between us, but it's definitely working. So I've got some exterior noise today, so whatever's causing that. We've got some storms in the area, so getting a few lightning crashes and whatnot. So, all right, Joe. Well, listen, I'll let you make some more contacts there. Thanks for picking me up. Hope you have a great day there. 73, God bless you and your family, and a Happy New Year to you. K5YVY from W5UC.
Okay, Mike, same to you. Hope you have a great New Year's as well, and your family as well. And if you didn't catch it, you can listen to your signal on YouTube Live. Type in my call sign on YouTube and check out your signal. Sounding great. I think you'll be impressed with yourself. And you're peaking a 5.8. It's 5.8 on the S meter there, so no problem at all. So anyway, I appreciate the contact, and we'll say 73 to you and Happy New Year's. W5UC, K5YVY.
All right, 73, Joe. 5 and 5, W5UC.
73. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee K5YVY calling CQ. Well, Rosa, you watch my YouTube long enough, maybe that'll bore you out, get you sleepy.
CQ, CQ17, CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. I am live on YouTube and located in Mississippi. Looking for contacts anywhere. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee calling CQ and standing by. CQ, CQ17, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee K5YVY Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. I am streaming live on YouTube so you can hear your signal as you talk with me, and I'm looking for contacts anywhere. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee calling CQ and standing by for your call. Kilowatt Bravo 7 Alpha Alpha. Gerald, you have Joe here, Juliet Oscar Echo, and you have a great signal into Mississippi. Go ahead.
KB7AA, real good, Joe. Good copy. I think I glanced at the meter, and it's about a 5.7, I think. I'm in Tucson, Arizona, by the way. And okay, on Mississippi there. We grew up in South Louisiana, southwest of New Orleans in Houma, but we've been out here about 25 years and retired at the moment. Running a 7300 barefoot 100 watts and a mystery antenna, 50 feet in the middle and about 25 on the ends. Roger?
Roger that. Roger, roger. Well, imagine this. Give you one guess what I'm running. Oh, we got an ICOM 7300, 100 watts barefoot out to a Gap Titan DX vertical antenna. And that's what we're working with. So your station is sounding great and doing a good job. Go ahead.
Roger, roger. Yeah, yours is too. I'm running the stock mic. I don't know if you're running the same thing, but your audio sounds good. You're right. I run into an awful lot of 7300s out there. I've got a bunch of ICOMs here in the shack. I run this one with N1MM software so I can make the screen big on my computer-sized screen, which helps my old eyes that much more. But it is a fun radio to run, Roger.
Roger, roger. Yes, it is a fun radio. For the price and the features, you can't hardly beat it right now. I'm sure. I think Yaesu come out with that new FT something 10. Their new radio they come out with, but it's just a little bit more pricier than the 7300. So we'll see how that does. But they come out with some a good radio there too as well. But yeah, your stock hand mic sounds good. You know, there's always been good audio reports, people using the stock hand mic, and I used to get them as well. I ran the stock hand mic for a long time on that, but I currently use a Yamaha CM500 headset with a boom mic on it. So we're using the Yamaha CM500 with a hollow adapter to go into the IC7300. and it's got a very hot mic on it. So with the stock mic, I think I used to keep the mic gain around 35-40%. Now I got it down between 10 and 15%. So anyway, it works and gives us hand-free to do the login with. Go ahead.
Yeah, K5YVY returning. Yeah, okay on the headset mic and everything. Definitely sounds good. I'm amazed this stock mic works as well as
Marty.
it does, honestly.
I'm just ready to go back to bed because Rose is getting ready for bed.
But I haven't made any decisions. I like D104s, and I have 3 D104s on other rigs here in the shack. Mainly I like the looks, but I have Heil cartridges in 2 of them, and the other one I run with my old Kenwood 520 Sugar Echo. That was my original rig.
Thank you, Rose, on the congrats on the 100 subs. Appreciate it.
10 watts every Sunday in the Kenwood hybrid net. It's got the original tubes from 44 years ago. It's bulletproof. It survived my novice days at wrong tuning, bad tuning, mistuning, wrong antenna, no antenna, you name it, I did it to that radio. And it survived it all these years. I wouldn't want to try all of that with the modern ICOMs, though. It'd probably melt it in the first 2 minutes. Hi. Back to you, K5YVY.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, yes. You got to be a little bit more careful with this modern stuff. They got some good fail-safes to them, but they're not built like tanks like they used to be. KB7AA, K5YVY returning to you. Gerald, I don't know if you've ever run into anybody on the air that was live streaming on YouTube, but if you haven't, you have today. If you'll go to YouTube, if you have that ability, you can go to YouTube and type in my call sign, K5YVY, and you'll see the live video, and pop up on that, and you can hear your great signal into Mississippi this morning and see how that mic and everything sounded to you here on my end anyway. So pretty interesting little feature that several people are starting to do now. And we're going to have a special guest on finishing up a story on escaping Cuba, coming to America. Alex W7HU will be on tomorrow morning on our live stream, finishing up that story. And if you want to catch the first part of it, it aired Saturday morning, this past Saturday. So anyway, we'll give it back to you. Love to hear that great audio. KB7AA, K5YVY.
Yeah, K5YVY, KB7AA. Well, that's intriguing. I'll look into that video type thing, and you can't have too many toys in this hobby is my theory.
All right, Todd, we'll see you, buddy. Thank you for being here.
Too many ostentatious antennas, unfortunately, but I've had good results. The mystery antenna's been up 14 years, and I'm getting ready to replace it with a new one, the same one.
Hey, Mike, welcome to the channel. Thank you, bud.
Coax, what am I talking? The ladder line is wearing out. I've kind of got a jury rig patch at the moment, so I've probably got some RF going into a tree or something. Wondering what city you're in Mississippi. Back to you, KB7AA.
Oh, KB7AA, K5YVY. We're located in New Albany, Mississippi. New Albany, Mississippi. That's 75 miles southeast of Memphis, Tennessee, and just west of Tupelo, Mississippi, the birthplace of Elvis, if you've ever heard of him. Go ahead.
Yeah, KB7AA returning. No problem. I knew about where New Albany is and all of that area. Over the years, when my younger days, I used to work all over the country and drove through there different times going further north. As a kid, we vacationed in Gulfport a lot. My dad liked the area, and I had a sister and brother, and my mom, of course, and we'd go over there 3 or 4 days at a time, and it was fun. Walking on the beach and swimming in the Gulf and all of that good stuff. I went through it right after Camille went through it and altered everything years ago.
Everybody, greet Mike. He was one of the previous contacts this morning. We just made contact with, so everybody say hello to Mike and welcome him to the channel, bro. Yeah, roger that, roger. Yeah, that's always fun. It's about a 3.5-4 hour drive, I guess, for us.
not stopping too much to go to the beach, but been down there a good bit. Thing about Gulfport is you want to stay close to the beach. You don't want to go to the north side of the city. It gets a little rough there, but I think that's the story of a lot of cities. On that north side, you kind of want to be careful, but every place has a bad spot. But yeah, we've went down there and visited the coast a good bit, and I'm not much of a beach guy myself. I like it, but I run out of things to do pretty quick. We like to go up into the mountains somewhere out in the country, because there's just always something else to find, some adventure there. But we don't mind. Just getting out of the house is nice. KB7AA, K5YVY, back to you.
Yeah, K5YVY, KB7AA.
You folks are great.
Bands up and down a little bit, but we cop in 100%. At my age, I'm not much of a beach guy either as an adult. It was fun as a kid, you find things on the beach and all of that, but I've kind of gotten used to mountains. I worked in Europe and I was all over the Alps.
So Mike, if you'll check the description of the video, if you're on a mobile, you may have to close the live chat to see it, but if you'll look at the description of the video, you'll find listings to several other YouTube channels that does live stream and recorded content. Really great group of folks. Toward the bottom of the description, I believe. So you check that out before you leave out. Hang around as long as you want. I haven't got hungry yet.
Spend a lot of more money and all of that commotion to get their skiing in the Rockies or something. And I run HF Mobile with a Kenwood TS50, and I'll get up there sometimes, just park somewhere, and I have a 9,200-foot mobile antenna, Roger.
Roger that. Yeah. The only time I've done a mobile HF is we had a camp spot. My parents and my wife and kids and everything, we was all going camping together, and they went ahead and set up the camper, but I was the only one that could go the day after they set the camper up, and the rest of the family was going to show up the next day. So I said, well, you know what? I'm going to take my HF radio, and I had at the time, I still got it, but at the time, I had a Kenwood TS440, and I set that big old thing in the passenger seat of the truck, and I had a 5-band multi-antenna for VHF, UHF, and some HF bands, and hooked that baby in, and on the way to the campground, I was HF mobile, and I was calling CQ, and it just blew my mind when I carried on the conversation all the way to the campground with Mexico City. That was just pretty cool. And hearing all the street lights go by and different interference and stuff was just a experience for sure. And someday we'll try to get a smaller rig we can put in the vehicle and maybe keep it there, because HF Mobile is always interesting to operate there. Go ahead.
Yeah, KB7AA returning. I always figured it's the most fun in ham radio. But when I was working, at least the last 23 years here, I had a commute of about 45 miles, so it gave me a chance to make the mouse pass and play an awful lot of radio, and it worked out real well. TS50 is a good mobile, and I just ran it with ham sticks, and a lot of times people didn't believe I was mobile. A couple of times they said, well, you're making that up because you couldn't possibly be mobile. And I said, I'm mobile. So that was when the band was a little hotter, 20 years ago. Nowadays, it's you're lucky if you get three states away or something like that, unless you catch a band opening. But it is a lot of fun. And even though I'm retired, I don't have any long commutes, but I enjoy it when I'm out and about. I'll listen more than I'll transmit, and then I'll hear somebody calling CQ and go back to them or something, and it works out well. And that old rig's pretty much bulletproof. I used to have a Kenwood 140, and years back before the TS50, and
fun stuff, Marty.
The gentleman who wanted it for
Good thing about HF, you don't have to go to the top of the mountain or hill. It helps,
and he jumped at it, and
but you don't have to.
He was here on business for 4 days, and bought it when he was here, and last I heard he had installed it in his plane, and he was a happy camper. So, and I had some money so I could buy another rig, so it worked out well. Well, I'm going to have to pass along the 73s. I got a big
big dog here, and he's looking at me funny like I better let him out before I have an accident or something. So I'll pass along the 73s, and we'll be listening for your final. Really enjoyed the QSO, and pleasure certainly on this end. Wish you the best of Happy New Year, and definitely play a lot of radio and be safe. Back to you, KB7AA.
Okay, Gerald. Yeah, man. The pleasure's mine. Pleasure is mine, and enjoyed the contact as well. Really nice contact and good signals. And yeah, you better attend to Mr. Dog there, because he will be the boss in the end. They always win in the end. So have a good one, and appreciate it, and enjoyed it. Check out the YouTube if you have a chance. Check out that signal, and join us later on if we go live. And there's a list in the description of the YouTube channel. There's a list of other YouTube channels you can check out as well for ham radio. And anyway, we appreciate the contact, and we'll say 73 to you. Happy New Year's, and may blessings be coming your way for 2021. KB7AA, this is Kilo 5 Yankee, Victor Yankee, and if I didn't give you signal report, we'll make it official. You were 5-7 here. So 73 to you, K5YVY.
73, KB7AA would be QRT.
QRZ, any stations, is Kilo 5 Yankee, Victor Yankee.
There you go, talking and logging.
CQ, 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 CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee, Victor Yankee. K5YVY, looking for any stations anywhere. Kilo 5 Yankee, Victor Yankee, calling CQ and standing by.
Still a lot of strong signals out there.
CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee, Victor Yankee. Kilo 5 Yankee, Victoria Yankee, calling CQ. CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee, Victor Yankee, calling CQ.
Thank you, 8.
Standing by.
You know, I don't get one of those fancy emails like Alex did, I'm sure, when he got his 1,000. But hey, I got triple digits now, man. That's pretty good. And I owe a lot of that credit to you other ham YouTubers. I owe a lot of credit to that, and the Discord channels, Todd and Jason and Alex and all of y'all. A lot of credit to you there.
CQ, CQ, CQ.
We just like having fun.
Kilo 5 Yankee, Victor Yankee. Kilo 5 Yankee, Victor.
The only downside
Yankee,
to it is I find myself running my
CQ,
phone battery down, watching a lot of YouTube,
Kilo 5
especially in the
Yankee,
evening times.
Victor Yankee, calling CQ and standing by.
A lot of great content going out by you guys. And I think I've talked one of my buddies into setting up a YouTube channel as well. He was in the chat earlier. He may not be in here right now, but old Vincent, and I believe it was W5X. Oh man, I gotta look back at, let's see. Where was you at? N5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey. November 5 Whiskey X-Ray Whiskey. Vincent. I believe I've got him talked into starting him a YouTube channel, so we'll have to definitely support him when he starts. And he's got such a professional voice and character about him. It's really a pleasure talking with him. Well, I wouldn't say I'm really putting the work in, Ape. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just doing what I do right now. I'll say the real work comes whenever I start doing recorded content and recording one video like 50 times before I decide it's good enough to put out there. That'll be when the work is. I'm just hanging out with you guys. That ain't no work. Remember what I'm doing.
CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee, Victor Yankee. Kilo 5 Yankee, Victoria Yankee, calling CQ. CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee, Victor Yankee, calling CQ and standing by.
Thank you, Tony. Maybe y'all can still hear me okay. Let's see what this... I guess I need to turn that a little. I gotta sit back in my chair for a little bit. Meter says y'all can still hear me pretty good. Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee K5YVY calling CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee, located in the state of Mississippi, Mike Sierra, looking for contacts anywhere from anyone. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee calling CQ and standing by. Kilo Echo 6, Quebec Romeo. Gary, hello, you have Joe here, Juliet Oscar Echo, located in the state of Mississippi. I'll give you a signal report on the next go-around, but you got a good, strong station in the Mississippi. Go ahead.
Okay, Joe. Thank you for the report there. I'm operating Mobile at rest, 50 watts out with a little Atlas 120X or 210X. I'm not sure what the number is, but the little tiny Atlas screwdriver antennas. There's tuned through the coax, which is kind of neat. So, yeah, you 5 and 6, 5 and 7, 5 and 6, 5 and 7. I am parked near some railroad tracks by Tucson Bay, California, where they keep
talking about mobile.
World War II ships that are left of them. Most of them have been scrapped, but there's still a few out here. And this is a really good radio location. All saltwater marks all around me here, and good, wide open takeoff angles towards the east with no hills for, oh gosh, it's ridiculous. It's a great spot here. So anyway, Joe, wonder what city, town, or location in Mississippi you're in. Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee from Kilo Echo 6 Quebec Romeo.
QSL Gary, KE6 Quebec Radio, K5YVY returning. Looks like we made a contact. I've got you in the log back in 2016 on 20 meters. 2016 January on 20 meters. So welcome back. Good to run back into you on the bands. And going mobile, man, that's you're working good on mobile. I'm YouTube live. I'm live on YouTube right now. If you type in my call sign when you get a chance on YouTube, and you can find your signal here and listen to it. But we were just talking in the YouTube chat room, just talking about mobile radios, and here you come mobile. So that's pretty cool. Location here is in New Albany, Mississippi. New Albany, Mississippi, which is 75 miles southeast of Memphis, Tennessee. Go ahead.
Thank you for the report on that, and we'll check your YouTube channel out when we get home. Yeah, I love mobile operation. It's I have a really good station at my home station, Vallejo. At home, I have a J2 MTGX 101 Mike Papa and a 40-foot tubular tower with a semi-auto Yagi, but nothing like getting out and parking in a new location. Tomorrow, I'm going to drive all the way over to the Pacific Ocean, Goat Rock Beach, way up on the west and Colorado. Quite often for like a little day, but I've never taken any chance on it. I've taken 6 years, 442 times, but never a truck, so it'll be kind of interesting to see how it works out over there. So we're expecting rain tonight, rain over at the ocean, just mostly heavy overcast gray here. It was a beautiful day yesterday, clear blue skies, and it's supposed to be really nice again tomorrow. And then I think starting Friday we're going to have rain showers off and on for several weeks as far as they can see. So looks like the weather is going to make a big change here, Joe. K5 Yankee, Victor Yankee, K6QR Mobile 6.
QSL, man, sounds like a good adventure. Sounds like good times for sure. And yeah, I mean, you got it. It's working good for you. Sorry, I lost my train of thought, but anyway, yeah, it's good to make contact with you again. And I don't think I gave you a signal report. We'll give you a 5.5. Got a 5.5 on the peaks, and just doing good with your mobile. And it's always fun to make contact with somebody that's out in the wild there. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I like that too. It's kind of in a way, you know. on the very top roof of the RV there on a quick disconnect, and well, that thing looks like gangbusters. Really gets out good. Gang here at 66, not retired, still working, electrical troubleshooter, but we're kind of on COVID quarantine. Person I was working with, his family got the COVID, and they put him on quarantine, and then about a week later they said, oh, you got to go too. So, yeah, I got a few extra days off. I'm kind of enjoying that there. So, time to catch up on some fun stuff here. K5, Yankee from
K6QR, K5YVY returning. Yeah, you know, quarantine, it's not so bad if you got a radio. If you play radio, it's not too bad. And you was giving me a weather report, and that's where I lost my train of thought. I tell you, here we're probably getting up close to 70 degrees here today in Mississippi, in the north part of Mississippi, but we're waiting on some storms and rain to move in this afternoon, so it'll be all wet and muddy again. But yep. Well, I hope the quarantine goes smooth and that you don't have to quarantine any longer than you have to, but a couple of days off doesn't hurt there. Go ahead.
No, not a bit. Guys, go back to my voltage readout on my little so I got 12.1 volts, and then on my single phase empty, back and forth, averaging about 11.5, down to 10.9, 9.2, it's all over the place. But the nice thing about this pickup, I'm in a Chevy Silverado pickup. If my battery voltage gets too low, even though I have the ignition turned off, everything turned off, I'll get a little warning coming on the computer screen saying battery's getting low. So I'll still have enough power to start up the engine and drive home, and usually just start the engine up and operate the radio. I feel a little bit more finish up my cat there. But I'm kind of protected. But I'm looking at putting a second battery in here. Got up on mountaintop where we're running here, and I have a little Honda generator, a little quiet Euro 2300, and I use that to keep my battery up there. I'm supposed to have a solar panel, so we're pretty well set up. So tell me about yourself, sir, Joe. K5YVY, Kilo Echo 6 Quebec Romeo.
Okay, well, I copied most of that, but I didn't catch what you wanted me to tell you about. Come back with that again. Okay, well, the station is a 7300, ICOM 7300, 100 watts into a Gap Titan DX vertical, just running barefoot, and that's all we got, and that's what we're working with. And we got the YouTube live channel going on, and got some people in the chat, and they're listening to us rag chew, and just going on about the day. Nothing big and fancy. Go ahead.
Okay, so the people in the chat there, those future headlines, what you doing,
I didn't catch the question. Try it again. It was just a little fading. Oh yeah. It's definitely other people that's interested in radio, and there's several of them are loyal fans of the channel, I guess, that come in about every time I go live on YouTube. And there's some big channel names there. If you get the chance to look it up, there's a list in the description of several other YouTubers that's for ham radio related YouTube channels that puts out some great content. We've been doing some live streams for the past couple years, mostly during some contests and stuff like that, which has recently become a hot topic about people streaming contests, because some people don't like that. So they're working on trying to figure that out. But anyway, we just now really started getting into it and enjoying it a lot more, and discovering a lot of other good folks around the country and around the world that does YouTube as well. And it's just an interesting thing. So we kind of support each other and jump in each other's chat rooms and say hello to each other and all that good stuff. So yeah, it's all pretty much ham radio related, but you never know who may show up. Anybody can come on in. Go ahead.
Yankee, Victor Yankee. This is K6QR River 6.
All right, Kilo Echo 6, Quebec Romeo. Thank you for coming by. Enjoyed the chat, and maybe you'll find some more radio activity to keep yourself busy. Hope everything goes well with you, and hope you have a great New Year's. 73 to you. Glad to have you in the log once again, and maybe we'll catch you, maybe send you an email or something like that. So we'll talk to you later. 73, take care. KE6QR, K5YVY, 73. QRZ, this is Kilo 5 Yankee, Victor Yankee.
Whiskey 0, Bravo, November, Charlie.
Whiskey 0, Bravo, November, Charlie. Robert, Rob, whichever you want to go by, you can correct me. You have Joe here, Juliet Oscar Echo, and located in Mississippi, and you have an outstanding signal here today. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you, Joe. Yeah, I go by Bob normally. Yeah, I just been listening to your QSO there with the last caller. Pulled up your YouTube channel. This is pretty cool. I'm watching these live amateur radio YouTube channels before, so that's kind of cool to see. Doing good out here. Weather's kind of chilly. It's about 18 degrees. I was wanting to go out and do a little portable ops this morning, parks on the air, something like that, but the shack is warm and so is the coffee, so here I am in front of the radio and computer.
Yeah, that's sometimes that's where the weather just puts us. You know, such a bad day when you have to sit in front of the radio. Anyway, yeah, we're just playing around, making some contacts, seeing what bands we can work, and just hanging out. And like I said, you're sounding good. Give you a 5.6, peaking a 5.6 on the S meter on the radio. Our radio is a 7300 ICOM, just 100 watts out of the radio to a Gap Titan DX vertical. And you mentioned Parks on the Air. If you're interested in that, I don't know how much you do YouTube, but since you discovered us here, if you'll look at the description on the video, there's a list of other YouTube channels for ham radio that's in that description. And there's one on there, I know, K6ARK, and that's going to be Adam, and he does a lot of summits on there and stuff like that. So there's some parts on the air. There's some different categories there in that list. But anyway, we give you something else to look at someday. Go ahead.
Yeah, roger that. I do follow Adam's YouTube. I like some of his very tiny little, his little tiny end-fed half-wave wires that he makes and builds a transformer right on the BNC. That's on my list of things to do, hopefully before I go back to work while I'm still on Christmas vacation. Mike, K8MRD, is another one. He's actually the one that got me interested in POTA. And, yeah, since during the, winter, we go about once a weekend at least, but it's been getting a little colder, and I'm getting a little older, and the cold weather doesn't agree with me as much. So now we'll see. I did buy a little ice fishing hut and a propane heater, and I took it out a couple weeks ago. It was about 27 degrees and a little windy. But it kept me plenty warm, kept me out of the wind. So as long as the wind isn't howling too hard, I'll probably break that ice fishing hut out a little bit more and get out there, because I really do enjoy setting up portable and just going out in the middle of nowhere and playing radio. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it really is. I've tried it a little bit. I haven't really just gone out and done it, but let's see, the last portable operation I done, my oldest daughter, when she was a senior a year or two ago, wanted to go to the beach for a senior trip. So I told the wife, I said, well, book us a hotel with a room on the top floor looking out at the beach, and that has a balcony. And so she done that. So I took a little portable antenna, or it was a mobile antenna, and latched it onto the balcony railing and set up the 7300 and made a few contacts, and that was fun. And as far as here at the house, I love trying to make antennas out of about anything I can find. And she started getting a little aggravated with all these old extension cords and wire and stuff hanging from the trees. She's like, why you got that up there? And I'm like, well, I may want to go hook a radio to it, so just leave it where it's at. But anyway, it's definitely a fun thing to do. Go ahead.
Yeah, roger that. I hear you. Living in an HOA, making antennas that are stealthy but still effective is probably my favorite thing to do. when I first contacted you, I was on an in-fed half wave. It's a 40-meter in-fed half wave, about 67 foot long, and very low to the ground. The transformer's up on one fence about 5 foot high, and the center of the inverted V is hanging off the deck at 13 feet, and the other end of the wire terminates at the other fence at 5 feet. But I worked the world on it. I'm also on a 7300 barefoot. The antenna I'm on now, I just made a couple days ago. This is a magnetic loop antenna that I've got hanging under the deck, and it's just been stellar on FT8. So how's my signal on this one compared to the in-fed half-wave wire?
Okay, yeah, the signal definitely got a little stronger. You went up to 5.7 or 5.8 on the meter, so definitely was making the trip here a little bit stronger there. Go ahead.
Oh, very cool. Good to hear. It definitely seems to have better ears than the in-fed half-wave, but it's proven itself a winner on FT8, and like I said, I just enjoy making all different kinds of oddball antennas, and this loop was kind of the next thing on the list. I'm probably going to make another one that I can mount horizontally. This one's vertically. If you go to my QRZ page, you can actually see it. I just put some pictures up there last night. Loading coils, I know they're not quite as efficient, but I've had really good luck with those, and I use those a lot on POTA, and you can see those on my QRZ page too. I made a hitch mount for my pickup that comes up just to about the top of the tailgate, and then I use a 3-foot piece of aluminum bar with one of the coils that I made center loaded, and then the whip attached to the coil there. And that's been very, very effective, especially with POTA. It's quick and easy to set up. I can pull into a place, have the hitch mount already set up. I've got quick disconnects on all the other antenna pieces.
All right, yeah, you got it figured out. We got your QRZ pulled up, and YouTube is looking at it as well. And like that logo, good pictures. And I see a little familiar picture there with my line of work. So let's see. How many years you had that gold star there? Okay, yeah, that's awesome. I was speaking last night. I was doing a live stream last night, and I believe somebody came in, and that's what they done as well. Well, we are about 14 and a half years in, coming up on our 15 years at our local sheriff's department here, and currently in the investigations department, and they really tricked me into going there. And man, that's me and another guy both come from the road and went into investigations, and they won't let us go back to the road no matter how much we beg. Well, good deal, man. Yeah, that's great. No problem with that. I'm going to have to leave your QRZ page up for when I get done, and maybe after I eat some lunch, I'm going to come back out here and read all this and check it all out. You've done a really good job putting that page together, a lot of information and some great pictures. So we'll come back to that later on when I have time to sit down and read it. And like you got a lot of radio fun that you are involved in, and that's good stuff. Wrong screen there. Here we go. See, anyway, yep, that's good deal. It's good to make your acquaintance, and good to have you going to be in the log, and hopefully we'll
get to talk again. Let's see. Yeah, we haven't worked before in the log, so that's good. Well, yeah, your station is sounding good, and appreciate the contact. And I'm finna have to get up and cut this air conditioner off. I'm about to start shaking. We'll turn it back over to you, K5YVY W0BNC. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger on the air conditioner. I just need to open my door, and it'll cool off here about 10 degrees in a matter of minutes. All right, Joe. Well, hey, I appreciate the QSO. I'm going to subscribe to your page and hit all the other little knobs and buttons here that lets me know when you're on live. Look forward to watching your videos and hopefully catching up with you again on the air. Boy, I already forgot your call. Where is it? K5YVY from W0BNC. Joe, appreciate it. Take care, brother. 7-3.
All right, Bob. Thank you very much, and enjoyed it. And maybe we'll make contact again. You keep having fun out there and enjoy the rest of the year. Hope you have a good New Year's and all the blessings to come to you. W0BNC, this is K5YVY wishing you 73. Have a great day.
7-3, Joe. Take care.
QRZ, any other stations waiting for K5YVY? Go ahead. CQ, this is Kilo 5, Yankee, Victor, Yankee, K5YVY, calling CQ. You saying you're not getting audio? Hello. Okay, I still hear me on mine. Maybe it was a quirk. Do we keep calling CQ or do we go eat something for lunch?
CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. Kilo 5 Yankee Victoria.
Well, thanks, Tom.
Yankee,
You very well know how touchy this technology can be in trying to live stream.
Victor,
you know,
Yankee, calling CQ and
I know you know very well. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about, Tom. Ah, shoot. Lost his audio because I don't have. I'll have to go back and add the 7300 audio into that scene. All right. I didn't think about that, so I apologize. Yes, I am using OBS. That's correct. I appreciate you bringing that to my attention. I don't use the display feature very much for my desktop display, so I wasn't paying attention to that. All right, Tom, thank you for being here, and have a good day, man. It's a great honor to see you in the chat.
CQ. This is Kilo 5.
Now, my boy wants me to go
Yankee,
eat lunch
Victor,
because he's ready to play some of the
Kilo
bigger
5,
computer games
Yankee,
that
Victoria,
destroys my
Yankee,
internet
calling
bandwidth.
CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee, calling CQ and standing by.
So we'll call CQ 2 more times, and if we don't make a contact, then we'll go ahead and end the live stream. It's his birthday, so we'll let him play his games, and I'll go in and eat some lunch.
CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. Kilo 5 Yankee Victoria Yankee, calling CQ. CQ. This is Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee, calling CQ and standing by.
Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee Victor Echo 4 Golf Whiskey Sierra, you copy?
Victor Echo 4 Golf Whiskey Sierra, I do copy. I'll give you a signal report on next go-around. Name here is Joe, Juliet Oscar Echo. We're located in the state of Mississippi. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger, Joe. Yeah, this is George, located in Brandon, Manitoba. I'll bet you it's a little colder up here, over.
QSL, yeah, a little colder. Funny thing about Mississippi, though, sometimes it's colder than Alaska. But anyway, today we're running close to the 70s if we're not already in the 70s. But to pay for that good weather, warm weather, we got a lot of rain and some storms moving in for this afternoon. But it's a good day so far. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger, your signal is a little weak for me here. You're probably about a 5.3, but copyable so far, and it is 16 degrees here, and it looks like a bit of snow came last night. The whole ground is white
Hey,
up here.
I have to wait. Made a contact.
Over.
QSL, sounds good. Yeah, Mississippi would be shut down with that kind of weather. People wouldn't know what to do. Operating here, we're operating an ICOM 7300 with just 100 watts out to a Gap Titan DX vertical. But your signal is, let's see, a 5.6 to 5.7 here, and no problem copying you at all. Good signal. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. Also got a ICOM 7300. We have a K5YVY wire antenna. It goes from my front yard attached to a tree over a 2-story house to a 12-foot fiberglass pole in the backyard. Over.
QSL, well, man, that's a great thing about HF. You can radiate your signal so many different ways. It's always interesting to hear what people are using for an antenna. But sounding good. I don't know if you caught anything before you come back to my CQ, but letting you know we are live streaming on YouTube. If you go to YouTube and type in my call sign, you'll be able to hear what your signal sounds like here at my radio. And you'll be one of the lucky ones during the stream. I think I've been streaming for a couple hours or more, so you'll just scroll toward the end of the stream here in a little while, and you'll be able to listen to that QSO and what your signal sounds like there. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I do have a laptop right next to me. Once I get you in QRZ.com, I'll try to find that YouTube video and see what's going on there. How do I get to it? Over.
Yeah, you'll just, when you pull up YouTube, go to the search function in YouTube and type in K5YVY. And it should pop up a live video on your search results. The name of the channel is K5YVY Amateur Radio Station. And you'll see me sitting here looking all funny with a boom mic and some blue accent lights, this and that. You'll know you're at the right place. But that's how you would find it, just K5YVY, and it should pop up that live video. Go ahead.
I lost your signal, not sure if it's still copying me, so we'll say 73s at this end. Stay safe down there and have a great day, and I will eventually try to find that YouTube channel. Over.
Yeah, QSL, if I come back up, you just type in K5YVY into the search, and you should see the video pop up. If I've ended the video, then it may take a couple hours for YouTube to process it and post it back up, but it will be there. Go ahead.
Roger, QSL, we did copy that. Still really low down in there, but anyway, you have a great day. 73, K5YVY, Victor Echo 4, Golf Whiskey Sierra.
Okay, Victor Echo 4, Golf Whiskey Sierra, thank you. Yeah, the band did fade a little bit. You was about a S2 on that last one. So nothing we can do about that. Thank you for coming back to the call. And I hope you have a great day and a happy new year. 73 to you and yours. And have a good day. Victor Echo 4, Golf Whiskey Sierra, K5YVY. QRZ any station. This is Kilo 5 Yankee, Victor Yankee, looking for contact anywhere. K5YVY, standing by.
K5YVY from WA1GZY.
WA1 Golf Zulu Yankee. This is K5YVY. Name is Joe, Juliet Oscar Echo, and we'll give you a signal report on the next go round. Go ahead.
Okay, K5YVY from WA1GZY. Very good, Joe. My name is Rich. Thank you for coming back. We're located in Jacksonville.
That's right, Marty.
Jacksonville.
You got to tell the people about it.
We have 71 degrees, cloudy skies. Looks like we may get some rain. So I've got the antenna pointed your way, Joe. See how you're copying. K5YVY from WA1GZY.
Okay, Rich. Yeah, you sounding good and copying you well. You're a 5.9 on the meter, and we're running an ICOM 7300 with just 100 watts to a Gap Titan DX vertical. There, go ahead.
Okay, well, the vertical's doing the job. You're 5 and 8 at a 58. A little bit of QRM off on the high side, but you're coming through just fine. I'm running 1500 watts to a 3-element step IR perched on the rooftop.
Thank you for the subscribe and the QSO, Bob. Thank you for coming in there and checking it out.
New home. We should be moving in about 6 months, and I will once again.
Make sure you check that description for some other links.
I haven't had a tower since the 90s, since moving to Florida. But we found some land outside of the HOA, and the home right now is under construction. They've just about done with the exterior framing, so they say it'll be about another 6 months before we can make the move. But I've already got plans for the antenna. I'm going to add a 4th element to this 3-element step IR. And the antenna will be up at 60 feet as opposed to 37 feet. Right now the antenna's perched on my rooftop. If you have QRZ, which you should have, you could see some pictures of the new home and the land and the current station. Back to you, Joe, and hope you're doing well through this awful pandemic. K5YVY from WA1GZY.
Yeah, good deal. Yeah, trying to pull your QRZ up here now, and we'll give that a look. Let's see, I would put it up on the YouTube, but they'll lose the audio on your side. So we're going to pull this up, and we'll come back after lunch and read through it. I got another QRZ page that I'm going to look through as well, and be looking forward to catching up on all that. Mentioning the YouTube, I don't know if you heard that, I am live on YouTube, so you will be able, if you'll go to YouTube and type in K5YVY, you should see a live video. I will be ending it shortly to go eat some lunch and let my son play some computer games, but you ought to see the video, and it'll be today's date, and listen to your audio as I received it. And well, QSL on the house, and man, the waiting game that's the hardest part, is to wait, but it's good to see them make progress on it, and sure will be rewarding when you're able to move in and stay that first night in that new home. Look forward to going back to your QRZ and checking that out. Yeah, there's obviously a little bit of fading on the band, because that last transmission you came up to at least a 10 over that I seen on the meter. So 10 over S9, and we'll turn it back over to you. WA1GZY K5YVY.
Yeah, okay, Joe. I'm looking at the flyover. You have a pretty nice property there. A great antenna set up with see the tower, the 40-foot Rome. With the Ringo, we're just looking at it now. So I don't imagine you have snow, right? Or do you have any snow on the ground there? Over.
No, not today. We don't have any snow. Last week we had some flurries, but they was lucky to make it to the ground. Today we are in the 70s, waiting on thunderstorms to come in. So no snow today. Usually in this part of Mississippi, our best chance for snow is actually around late February, early March. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Hello, Andy.
Years ago,
Good to see you.
I used to work for Maybelline Cosmetics when they were out in Memphis, and I see you're kind of in between Memphis and Tupelo. And I also work for a company called Marietta Hospitality. We made the miniature shampoos and soaps that you find at hotels, cruise lines, and airlines. And we had a soap plant, and I think it was in Oxford, Mississippi. And I was at the headquarters that was in central New York, not too far from
Hi, QSL. Yeah, you could get your way around here, and you're exactly right. Located just almost slap dab in between Memphis and Tupelo, and we're just east of Oxford. So that's some popular places for sure in this part of the world. And
Well, that's an interesting thing. Yeah, I've probably used many of the products your company at that time manufactured as we stayed here and there. And wife may even use some Maybelline. I don't know. But yeah, you sounding good. We'll turn it back over to you. WA1GZY K5YVY.
Yeah, very good. I wonder if you ever did a tour of what is it? Isn't MFJ over there in Mississippi?
Yeah, that's down there in Starkville, Mississippi. It's about a 2-hour drive south for me. Just jump on Highway 15, which is just a few miles from the house here, and just head south, and you'll eventually run right into Starkville, Mississippi, where MFJ is. I have not taken a tour there, and I'll tell you one perk of having MFJ that close to the house. I went to a Ham Fest several years ago over in Alabama and bought a new mobile antenna that was the MFJ brand. And on the way home, I discovered this mobile antenna would not work. Something was wrong with it. So the next day I woke up and I got on 15 and headed south. In a couple hours I was at MFJ and I said, hey man, I need a new antenna. This thing ain't working. And he tested the antenna right there in the parking lot and said, yep, it ain't no good. Went inside, got a brand new one, stuck it on the car, put the analyzer on it, and it was good to go, and still using it to this day. So that's kind of the perk of having it that close. I don't have to wait on the mailman to send it off and bring it back. If I just really want to drive down there, I can just take a drive down. Go ahead.
Well, that's neat. That's neat. I was wondering, do they give tours or not?
Yeah, they do. And why that day I went down there, I guess I was just concentrated on getting my replacement antenna. I didn't ask anything about taking a tour. And I think if you go down there and just kind of ask about it, and I guess with COVID and stuff, you probably would want to call ahead nowadays and have that prearranged. But I've had several local friends here that's going down there and taking their picture with Mr. Jew and seen his office and the tour of the plant and all. But for some reason, I didn't think nothing about it.
Yeah, did they have some ham antennas on the rooftop, or did you notice?
Yeah, they had a few, not as many as you would think. I guess I know they had probably a VHF antenna, and then they had a HF antenna set up just right above the shop, not too big or tall, but it was interesting. I remember thinking when I pulled up down there, I'm thinking MFJ, this big, I guess big city-like building or something, but you pull up down there and it's a gravel parking lot, or it was then, and just a normal-looking out in the country metal building factory. Go ahead.
Well, that's interesting. I've never been over there, but I remember years ago I visited Bob Heil at his place out in central Illinois. That was interesting. I passed by the Chemtech. I guess they're out of business now, or someone bought it. So it's pretty real. Again, I never did a tour there. I have been to W1AW. I'm originally from Boston. It's not a year or two ago. I said, hey, I've never been to the headquarters, and I got to operate W1AW. That was a treat. I used a 5-element monobander on 20 meters up at like 150 feet. You can only dream about that, over.
Yeah, that seems to always be a highlight of a ham's life, is going up there to W1AW. I don't know if we'll ever make it up that way, but I may have to come up with an excuse to take a family trip, vacation up there sometime, and then say, oh yeah, I'm going to go and operate this for a little bit. I could imagine the look my wife would give me then.
Oh yeah, that was fun, and they surprise you. If you do operate, by the time you finish, they give you a nice certificate capable of that you I framed, put her on the wall, and shows you were a W1AW operator.
Oh, that would be pretty cool. I didn't know they gave you that, but yeah, that'd be a neat souvenir to have. So, well, I may really have to try that then someday. That'd just be pretty cool to have in the shack. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, it was fun, and you'll get a pile up. Everyone wants to work.
Maybe because you're listening to both microphones at the same time, Andy. Sorry about that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Anybody I've always heard working W1AW or working from W1AW has always been a good signal. And yeah, you're going to get out for sure. Well, I hate to cut it short, but it's 1 o'clock. I think I'm finna go find me some lunch. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I can appreciate that. We're about 2 o'clock here, but so we're past the lunch hour. But very nice.
I think if I talk on the front side, it's not as bad. Somebody's trying to tear my signal up.
But so far, it's just been cloudy today. So you take care. Have a safe and happy New Year if we don't work you beforehand. And good to catch you on 17. K5YVY from WA1GZY.
Okay, Rich. Yeah, man. I appreciate the contact. It was a great contact and a great signal. And got somebody on the band's QRM anyway. So anyway, no problem copying you. And hope to catch you on the band again. We got you in the log, and if you, like I said, you get a chance, check out that YouTube channel, and you'll see what your signal sounded like. But we're going to go ahead and say 73, and thank you again. WA1 Golf Zulu Yankee. This is Kilo 5 Yankee, Victor Yankee.
Will do. Take care, Joe. We'll do it again.
Yeah, 73. QRZ, any other station waiting for K5YVY? Go ahead. All right, not hearing anything. This is Kilo 5 Yankee, Victor Yankee. And if there's no other stations, I will be QRT.
All right. Well, that was kind of fun. We'll have to try 17 some more. Those good signals there. Good contacts. Picked up a couple new subscribers. So welcome them to the channel. Thanks for coming by. No, don't you end that stream yet, boy. I ain't ready. I'll tell you when. He is waiting to play his game. So thank y'all. And thank you for Andy and Marty. Todd, I know Todd's going to feed the cows. Thanks, Bob, for coming in and subscribing to the channel. Appreciate Tom and everybody. The Ape and Izzo, all you guys. Rosa. Y'all have a good one. 73 to you. Thank you, Dan. And we'll catch y'all again. Make sure you come and see us in the morning. If you have the opportunity, tune in the morning. It'll be 9 a.m. Central Time, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And listen to part 2 of Alex's story, W7HU, of Coming to America. It's a great story, and looking forward to the second part of that story. 73, everybody. Have a great day. And we'll say goodbye.